You still in bed? How many hours have you been lying around since this morning? And there's not even a lunch packed. Seriously, my stomach's going to die here.
Don't say it like that.
Morning sickness isn't an excuse. You just push through it. That's what normal people do. You're a stay-at-home wife, so at least make me some food. You get that I'm out there working, right? Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you get special treatment.
Even if you say so, I really feel so sick I can't move. Just the smell of food makes me want to throw up.
What? That's just you being soft. My mom worked full-time and still cooked dinner for my dad every single day. You're seriously bad at handling stuff. Pregnancy isn't a disease, so pull it together.
I am trying. I even tried making sandwiches yesterday, but the smell of the ingredients almost knocked me out.
Knocked you out? You're being dramatic. What am I supposed to eat then? If you think you can just play the I don't feel good card and that's enough, you're wrong.
Do you really think that's what I'm doing? I'm literally protecting your baby inside me, you know?
Protecting whatever. The fact I've got nothing to eat is way more serious right now. Forget it. This house is so boring lately. I don't even feel like coming home anymore.
Come on. Don't say something that awful. Morning. Are you up yet? I wanted to catch you before work.
Yeah, I'm up.
Lincoln, you're coming home today, right? I know your business trip overlapped with the delivery, so it couldn't be helped, but this little one's been dying to meet his dad. Please come home as soon as you can.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not coming home.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's been a week since you gave birth. But nope, I'm not cut out to be a dad. I'm over it.
Over it? What? Are you even hearing yourself right now? You haven't even seen your own child's face yet, have you?
Nope. And honestly, the timing's just bad. And I realized I'm just not built for this whole dad thing.
Excuse me?
Look, the fact that the baby was born right when I was on a business trip just proves he didn't even want to meet me. And I thought you'd be able to come home right away. But then you had to stay in the hospital for days. Meanwhile, I'm stuck alone. Coming back to an empty house and having to handle everything myself until you're discharged? That's just pathetic. Honestly, it sucks. I'd rather be alone.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Birth isn't something you can schedule. And now you're just sulking because you couldn't be there for it?
Sulking? No, I'm just done with it, that's all.
What?
I wanted to be that cool, picture-perfect dad, the one everyone says is such a great father, you know? But it's been a whole week since the baby was born, and you can't even do housework. Totally killed the vibe. I just want to be single again. Let's get divorced. Raise the kid on your own. I'm out.
How could you even say that? Giving birth is literally risking your life, and my body hasn't even healed yet. You know that, don't you?
Oh, I know. I've read every single parenting book out there.
Then how can you still say something like that?
You can't take care of your own kid unless your wife has given birth first, right? Everyone says it's nothing like babysitting someone else's kid. So I figured it'd be a good experience. But in reality, you're stuck in the hospital. I can't even see the baby. I can't brag to my friends, and it's boring. I mean, I'm working too. So why am I the only one stuck alone here? Might as well be single. No difference.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, sure. I know you get bored of things fast. You're always quitting stuff after a few days. But I tried to see it as you being good at moving on and starting new things. And now, you say this about your own kid? How can you?
If I'm bored, I'm bored. Can't help it.
You're the only dad this baby has. You don't just get to quit because you're bored. And you sure as hell can't walk away. Do you even realize how irresponsible you sound right now?
It's only been a week, and at least I'm being honest and letting you go instead of dragging it out.
How do you even twist it like that?
You see it online all the time, right? Wives complaining about their husbands who never help with anything. Bet those guys are just bored with their wives and kids too. That's why they don't bother with chores or parenting. Same thing with pets, you know? People who care actually take care of them, but the ones who get bored just ignore them.
A pet? Sure, pets are family, but that's the worst comparison I've ever heard. You're being insanely irresponsible.
Oh, sure. Here we go, drama queen. Calm down. I'm actually being pretty reasonable here, you know?
Who the hell walks out on their wife and newborn after 1 week? That'd make you a total monster.
That's why I'm saying this. If I'm not going to help with the house or the baby, then staying together isn't going to make you happy, right? We'd both just be miserable, so it's better if we split and live our own lives. You'd even qualify for single mom benefits. I'm doing this for you, and you're calling me cruel? What's wrong with you? You're a mom now, right? You sure you're going to be okay like this?
Of course I'm not okay. I'm being dumped by the guy I loved, and it's for the most selfish reason ever.
Selfish? I'm doing this for you, and that's how you talk to me? You're unbelievable.
Why the hell am I the one getting blamed here? Don't you dare try to spin this on me, you jerk.
Wow, a mom talking like that? Yikes. Poor kid. Well, not my problem though. Just don't hit the baby or anything, all right? You look like you're about to snap.
Why do I have to listen to this nonsense from the guy who left his own kid? Why are you acting like I'm the one in the wrong here? You really don't feel anything for this baby? You don't want to protect him?
Nope. I don't feel a thing. Haven't even met the kid.
Fine, if that's how you really feel.
Cool.
You know what? I can't be with someone like you. Selfish, fickle, twisting every word to suit yourself. If I want to protect this baby, you're not part of the picture. With you around, all he'd get is a dad who just hurt him someday.
Good. Good luck with that. I'll leave the divorce papers at the front desk for you.
Morning, Adam. Sorry for texting you so early.
Good morning, Camilla. No need to apologize. Any time is fine for me.
Do you have a minute?
It's been a while. The last time we spoke was when you told me you were pregnant, wasn't it? I heard from your father that you had a safe delivery. Congratulations and well done.
Thank you. Sorry I didn't reach out sooner.
Please, think nothing of it. You chose to build your own family and stand on your own 2 feet. As your former butler, I do feel a bit lonely, but I'm proud of the woman you've become. Honestly, I've even wondered if giving you my card back then was too presumptuous.
Not at all. When you gave me that card before I got married and told me I could call if I ever needed help, it really meant a lot to me. I just never imagined I'd actually have to use it like this.
That number is my personal line, which means I take it this is something you don't want your father to know about. Something's happened, hasn't it?
Yeah, actually, that's what happened. Now I don't even know what to do anymore.
I see. I can't believe someone would do such a thing.
Honestly, I never imagined anything like this could happen to me.
I'm so sorry, Camilla. I've been around long enough to see all kinds of people. But a man who'd abandon his wife and child just because he's bored? That's a first.
Right? I never thought Lincoln could be this irresponsible. I always thought I'd notice the red flags during pregnancy if there were any.
Like the guys who make their wives cook even when they're sick with morning sickness? or go out drinking right before the due date. That's the usual story, isn't it?
But Lincoln wasn't like that. When I was dealing with morning sickness, he told me to rest and even brought home things I could actually eat. He picked out baby clothes, read parenting books. He honestly seemed really invested.
His actions were perfect, but was there anything off in what he said?
When I was in my last month and it was almost time, he looked so excited, saying, "I'm going to be a dad," with his eyes sparkling. Back then, I really believed he'd be a great father. But in the end, it was all just curiosity. He wasn't thinking about me or our baby at all. We were living under the same roof, but our hearts were completely apart, like we were strangers. I feel so pathetic.
Camilla, I'm so sorry to hear that. If only I had run a proper background check on him.
Wait, a background check?
Actually, at the request of your father, I ran a background check on Lincoln. His family and his job were both ordinary. No bad rumors, no debt, no gambling habits. In fact, he didn't even seem to have any particular hobbies. I never imagined he'd turn out to be so selfish and self-centered. I failed to see his true character, and because of that, I've caused you trouble.
This isn't your fault, Adam. I didn't see it either. The reason he didn't have any hobbies was because he could never stick to anything. He got bored too easily. I noticed those signs, but I never thought he'd turn that on his own child.
He's completely unpredictable. His way of thinking is just not something normal people could even understand. You can't reason with someone like that, but under the law, everyone is equal.
You're right. There's no way I can have a fair conversation with Lincoln anymore. We'll never see eye to eye. From now on, I'm going to let the law settle this, and I'll make him face just how stupid his choices really are.
People like him twist everything to fit their own narrative, drag others down, and play the victim. They're absolute monsters. Engaging with him will only drain you, Camilla. We'll bring in an attorney right away and let the law make a fair judgment. I'll handle all the arrangements. For now, you need to rest and focus on recovery. I'll also make sure you have proper postpartum care. As for the birth certificate, your father has already filed it on your behalf. Anything else that needs to be done, I'll take care of.
Thank you. I guess I should talk to my parents too. Lincoln, I need to ask you something.
What do you want? I already told you, we're done.
Did you file the divorce papers?
Of course I did. You signed them, so I filed them right away, and they were accepted instantly. Way easier than I thought.
That means we're officially strangers now.
Yeah, and we won't have to deal with each other anymore, so good luck doing it all on your own.
Oh, don't worry, you too, because from now on, you're the one who'll be carrying everything alone.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Sorry for the sudden message. My name is Adam. Adam, who the hell are you? This is Lincoln's number, correct? I'm contacting you on behalf of Camilla. Huh? On behalf of Camilla? What the hell is this about? Camilla is currently busy taking care of the baby, so I'm handling the paperwork for her. Now that the divorce has been finalized, I'm here to inform you about the alimony and child support you're required to pay. Alimony and child support? What the hell are you talking about? You heard me. You'll be hearing from her lawyer soon. But to avoid any confusion and prevent you from bothering Camilla directly, you'll need to contact me or the lawyer from now on. I said, what the hell do you mean, alimony and child support? This divorce was finalized because you said you were bored. In other words, you're the reason for the divorce. And on top of that, you called Camilla hysterical right after she gave birth, completely dismissing her feelings, didn't you? That's because she just wouldn't listen to me. Are you seriously calling it not listening just because you stated what you wanted and refused to hear her side? If that's your definition of conversation, then a normal discussion would be impossible. Just stay out of this. It's none of your business. I'm acting on Camilla's behalf, which means I'm simply conveying her position to you. Now listen carefully. You abandoned your responsibility as a father and walked out on your child. Therefore, you are required to pay $25,000 in alimony and $500 a month in child support. In addition, any marital assets will be divided through equitable distribution. That calculation will be provided separately, and you will be billed accordingly. What the hell? $500 a month? That's insane. There's no way I'm paying that. It's your legal obligation to pay. What? Did you seriously think you could have a kid and then just walk away from the responsibility? That kind of irresponsibility doesn't fly here. Then how about this? I've been supporting Camilla all this time. She should pay me back for that. When you're married, everything you earn is considered marital property. It doesn't belong to just you, so pay me back doesn't even make sense. Oh, give me a break. You've always got some smart-ass answer, don't you? Actually, the only one spouting nonsense here is you. But there's no point in arguing with someone who refuses to understand. By going against Camilla, you're also going against her entire family, her father and her relatives included. Frankly, you don't stand a chance against them. It's in your best interest to just comply. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Camilla's just from some regular family. It's not like she's got a ton of relatives or anything. Ah, that's right. She never told you about her family background, did she? She only kept it from you because her family's wealth was too intimidating. Most men either ran away or saw her as a payday. But now, there's no reason to hide it anymore. What the hell are you talking about? Camilla's family is one of the wealthiest in the area. Her father, he's the chairman of a major corporate group. He's so busy that their household has a full staff of butlers and housekeepers, including me. Wait, you're her butler? And what the hell do you mean wealthiest family? There's no way she's some kind of heiress. I met her parents at a normal restaurant. They seemed normal. If her dad's really a corporate big shot, wouldn't he book some fancy 5-star place? You really do have a brain of a pigeon, don't you? What did you just say? As I told you earlier, she was hiding it. She didn't want you to feel intimidated, so she requested a modest restaurant for the meeting. She even asked her parents to dress down and look like any other middle-class family. Didn't it ever cross your tiny mind why Camilla carried herself with such poise and refinement? Geez, all you do is throw insults. I mean, sure, she was big on etiquette and all that, but... Exactly. Upbringing shows in behavior, and you, sir, are the perfect example of the opposite. But I digress. The point is, you are legally obligated to pay child support. That is your responsibility as this child's father. I'm divorced. I'm not a father anymore. When I say father, I don't mean just on paper. I mean biologically, this is your child, isn't it? Well, yeah, but... No buts. As long as you're the biological father, you're responsible, period. I'm not paying a damn dime. I don't care what you say. How unfortunate. You could have walked away with nothing more than paying some money. Instead, you've chosen to dig your own grave. Ignorance truly is a sad thing to witness. Hey, what the hell is this? Is this your doing? Excuse me? What exactly are you talking about? Why the hell am I getting transferred to some random branch office? I asked around and they said it came straight from the top. And now everybody knows about the divorce too. Well, Mr. Lincoln, this is what we call a prize far greater than money. What the hell does that mean? I suppose you didn't know, but your company just so happens to be a subsidiary of Camilla's father's corporation. What? No way. Sure, our company got bought out, but the parent company is a massive corporation. Are you seriously saying her dad is the CEO? That is correct. But the photo of the CEO on the company website looks nothing like Camilla's dad. Of course, the photos look different. When you're the face of a major corporation, you present yourself a certain way for the cameras. In other words, you've been working for your father-in-law's company this entire time without even knowing it. And Camilla's father, he actually decided he'd stay quiet about it, as long as you stepped up and did the right thing. Wait, so I got shipped off to the branch office because I refused to pay child support? That's correct. I mean, honestly, what kind of company would entrust real responsibilities to a man who'd abandoned his newborn child? Demotion and transfer. It's already been decided. I did warn you, didn't I? You're way out of your league. You should have just complied while you had the chance. No way. Wait, you can't do this. I didn't know any of this. And not knowing changes what exactly? You're still responsible for your own actions. That's how the real world works. Oh, and one more thing. Don't think losing your job will be the worst of it. Unlike me, Camilla isn't nearly as merciful. What do you mean? Camilla, what the hell is going on? Are you trying to ruin my life completely? Enough! God, you're vile. You even turned my own parents against me.
Adam told you to reach out to him, but no. Here you are blowing up my phone every single day. Why? I thought you didn't want anything to do with me anymore. So stop calling me. Wouldn't you rather avoid talking to the hysterical, probably unstable, awful ex-wife or whatever it is you've been calling me?
You ruined everything. Because of you, my parents disowned me.
Oh? So now you know how it feels, don't you?
What?
That's what you did first, remember? Now you finally understand what it's like to be a child abandoned by his parent. That's why I'm asking for the divorce settlement and child support. Maybe now it makes sense. You never listen when people just say things. You have to feel it.
Wait, are you saying all of this is just to get me to cough up some cash?
All of this? Oh, you mean telling your parents everything? And while I was at it, I showed them all the messages too. They actually begged me for forgiveness. I almost felt bad for them, but I didn't lie about anything, you know? All I said was, your son abandoned his newborn and divorced me. That's it.
Because of you, my dad punched me. He said, I never raised my son to be this way. He's never hit me before.
Sounds like you were coddled your whole life. What's the matter? Got sugar packed in that head of yours?
What did you just say?
I mean, even after all this, you still think I'm just harassing you for money, don't you? You're wrong. The money, that's just accountability. What I really want is for you to understand how much you hurt our child and how much I've suffered because of you.
You're lying. This is all about the money. You just want to bleed me dry.
You're unbelievable. You really can't understand unless you're crushed by it, huh? Fine. If that's what it takes, I'll make sure you suffer until it sinks in. It's pathetic, really, how empty that head of yours must be.
What the hell is your problem? How far are you going to take this?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. I just got kicked out of the apartment. What did you do?
Oh, that? I canceled the lease. My name was on it.
Why the hell would you do that?
Because I don't live there anymore, and we were splitting the rent, remember? I'm not paying for a place I don't even live in. You were the one who originally signed the lease, but then you got bored of the paperwork and said, "I'm done. You handle it," and dumped it on me. So yeah, the lease ended up in my name, remember?
No way. Then where the hell am I supposed to live? I can't even go back to my parents' place.
You kicked me out of our home, remember? Maybe now you understand a little bit of the fear of losing your own roof over your head. You forced that same fear on your newborn child, so quit whining.
Camilla, I'm not sure if I should call this good news, but...
Adam, don't tell me. You got the results of the investigation?
Yes, exactly. Allow me to report. He's been disowned by his parents, officially demoted at work, and to make matters worse, he tried to win sympathy by venting to his coworkers and ended up completely isolated.
Wait, he actually told them everything just as it happened?
Precisely that.
Unbelievable. He really doesn't think he's at fault at all, does he? Not in the slightest. In his mind, he's the victim. That's why he's able to say it all out loud without hesitation. That's really frightening. What a bizarre mindset.
Fortunately, his co-workers turned out to be reasonable people, and once they heard the full story, they were completely disgusted. In the end, they were saying things like, he divorced her 3 days after she gave birth? That's beyond pathetic. It seems he's only now realizing that his perception of things is completely out of step with the rest of the world.
Not that it matters. He's way too late.
On top of that, he'd always treated his job like a passing hobby, getting bored halfway through and leaving nothing but half-baked results behind. Because of that, he's completely lost the trust of his coworkers, has no real standing at the office, and since he joined the company fresh out of college, his attempts to find another job aren't going well either. That's the conclusion of our investigation.
Thanks. Sounds like his life is in full-on freefall.
If he's looking for a way out of this mess, knowing him, he'll probably think the fastest option is trying to get back in your good graces.
I agree. But he's in for a nasty surprise if he thinks it'll work.
Camilla, I've totally changed the way I think.
Huh? What are you even talking about?
I mean, raising a kid on your own's gotta be tough, right?
Excuse me?
I'll help you out. So come on, let's get back together. I've been studying up and honestly, I bet I'm better at this than most guys.
No, thank you. I don't need dead weight.
What? No, wait. But isn't it better to have more adults around?
What I need are capable adults, not overgrown children like you. Besides, at my parents' place, I have a full-time nanny and a housekeeper. Honestly, I'm in a pretty ideal environment for raising a child. So no, I don't need you. And you really don't get that you're just stepping on a landmine here, do you?
What? No, wait. But isn't it better to have more adults around?
You're unbelievable. You walked out on your own and now you think you can just come back like nothing happened? You abandoned all responsibility, and you seriously believe everything will be forgiven if you just show up again? Are you kidding me? And another thing, what do you even mean by help with your own kid? Parenting isn't something you help with. You're the father. You're supposed to take the lead. Do you get that? You treat raising a child like it's some casual hobby, like taking care of a pet. But this isn't a hobby. This is about raising a human life. And I'm doing it with everything I've got.
I get it, okay? You don't have to bite my head off. I told you I'm sorry. At least let me live in the same house. I'm not saying I won't do anything. I'll figure out what I can do, I swear.
No way. Every word out of your mouth just makes me angrier. Do you have any idea how much hurt you've caused? Every time I look at you, I remember how cold you were back then.
What? Wait, no. Come on. I know it's late, but I really am trying to change. I want to be needed by someone. If I can't even have that, I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore.
I still remember how I felt when you told me you were bored with me. Can you believe how much that one little word, said with a smirk like it was no big deal, flipped my whole life upside down? Now, I feel like even giving you my time is a complete waste. Your messages don't make me feel anything anymore. No anger, no sadness, nothing. It's all over, so I'm not replying. Not now, not ever. Every conversation with you is just a relic of the past, a black mark I want erased.
Wait, come on. How can you be so cold? I just want another chance to make things right. Don't shut me out like this. Just give me one more shot, please. I know it's late, but I lost my job. My income's barely anything. I don't even know if I can keep up with child support. Please, just think it over, even a little. I'm begging you. I have no choice but to leave the house. I'm in some tiny apartment now, surrounded by strangers, and I don't talk to anyone. Being there all alone, it feels like I'm disappearing, and it scares the hell out of me. Please, just once, just let me talk to you one more time. Even if it's hopeless, I need you to hear me out. I want you to get how I feel, even if it's a bit late now.
I said it's over. Don't ever contact me again.
No, come on, please. Camilla, please, I'm begging you. Help me. Every day, it feels like I'm barely alive. I'm drowning financially. Camilla, please, at least say one word back to me. I haven't spoken to anyone. I'm seriously losing my mind here. After paying child support every month, I'm left with barely $100. I have to stretch that to cover everything. And I'm at my breaking point. I'm drowning in debt, cutting rent, even cutting down on food. What's left in my wallet isn't even enough for a cup of coffee. This isn't a joke. It's my reality. I'm just barely surviving. Waking up every morning only to think about money and sigh. I'm sick of it. Please, don't abandon me. Ever since you left, I've been completely lost. It's like time just stopped. At night, I see my shadow on the wall, and it looks so damn small. And every single night, I'm reminded how painfully alone I really am. Please, I'm begging you. Come back to me.
Since then, with Adam and the childcare staff by my side, I've been spending peaceful days with my child. Some nights, the crying feels endless, and there are days when I end up in tears since the baby struggles with solid food. But I cherish every single moment. Just seeing my child smile makes everything feel worth it. The other day, Adam told me a little about Lincoln's current situation. After throwing his own family away, he's finally realized there's no place left for him to return to. His job hunt has been a complete disaster. At interviews, the rumor of him being the man who abandoned his own child follows him around, and every company turns him down with a polite rejection email. Unable to pay rent, he's been hopping between rundown apartments, and there were even days when his utilities got cut off. He tried begging his former coworkers for help, but they told him, "There's no one left who can pity you," and cut ties completely. In the end, the only people he had left to turn to were his parents, his one and only family. But he had already been disowned long ago. When he went to see them, they reminded him of the moment he stood at their door. They told him, "You're no longer our son," and slammed the door in his face. And, embarrassed by the neighbors watching, he fled without looking back. Even so, I feel no urge to help him. From now on, I will keep moving forward with my child. I'll cherish everything Lincoln lost and hold it close as I live my life. I want my child to see a world without lies. I want him to live without ever doubting that he is loved.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.